Karl Rove slams Clyburn, media over ridiculous suggestion Trump won't leave office after election loss. To view the full article, click the first link in the description below. The suggestion that President Trump will barricade himself in the West Wing if he loses his bid for re-election is ridiculous and absurd, Fox News contributor Karl Rove said Wednesday on Hannity. These people ought to be ashamed of themselves, Rove said. I mean, talk about stirring up emotion and fear-mongering. The former Deputy White House Chief of Staff under George W. Bush was commenting on a montage of commentators raising the possibility that Trump would have to be forcibly removed from office should he be defeated in November. Clyburn claims Trump won't leave office quietly, military might have to step in, and most notably, House Majority Whip James Clyburn, D.S.C., claimed this week that Trump does not plan to go quietly if he is not re-elected, and added that he does not believe Trump would go quietly after the 2024 election should he win a second term, saying the military may have to come up with a plan to remove him. Rove said Wednesday night he was terribly disappointed in what Clyburn had said. Here's a guy who, without a shred of evidence, just because he believes that, has going to say it and says the most horrific things about his political opponent. I get that he doesn't like him. Hess from the opposite party, Rove said. But have we really gotten to a point where we could have the third-ranking Democrat in the House go out there and say the most extraordinarily bizarre things and the media just simply sit there and say, well, you know, you may be right? Click here to get the Fox News approved. Pointed out that the theory that Trump would refuse to leave office assumes that there is a conspiracy afoot. It assumes the people who work in the West Wing, like Larry Kudlow, the National Economic Director, or the White House Legal Counsel or White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, they're all in on this, because you can't barricade yourself in the White House all by yourself. So the suggestion that President Trump will barricade himself in the West Wing if he loses his bid for re-election is ridiculous and absurd, Fox News contributor Karl Rove said Wednesday on Hannity. These people ought to be ashamed of themselves, Rove said. To view the full article, click the first link in the description below.